still on the strand of temptation. Jesus in the wilderness was a demonstration. See, us, we fall into wrong relations. So let's pick up where we left off with loneliness. It's usually tied to some form of childhood trauma, abandonment, yet we don't want to talk about it. Mom or dad wasn't there, grandparents taking care, and aunts and uncles stepping up in different roles. See, the Lord knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. When you feel like nobody care, God do. So today we're going to close that tomb. Talking about trauma bonds. You yearning for something missing. So tell me, what are the odds that the enemy got his tricks and we fall right into the trap? But we're going to put a noose around that hurt, and today we're going to make it snap. So let's say it in all caps. There's VICTORY, victory. Because Psalm 27 was enough for me to see. See, God has not forsaken thee. He been a parent that we need. Looking for love in other people that's rarely reciprocated to you and me. That's abandonment. Abandonment is more than physical. It's a mental and spiritual thing. While reading Psalm 27, the first verse, the Lord is my light and salvation, whom shall I fear? See, when you recognize who you are and you break those generational cycles, people try to keep you in bondage. Or they see you going above and beyond where they couldn't go, or where they choose not to go, rather. And we all have to, if you just step back and look, like for me, example, I notice a lot of generational cycles, the patterns within my family, especially with some of the women. And once I realized that, I was able to identify where the root of the problem is when it comes to certain aspects of my life and things I have to deal with. So I made the choice to say, okay, I don't want to be like that. I'm not going to be like that. And I'm going to make the change, especially if I see that it is within me. And ask God to bring everything to the surface to come out. God has to do the fixing. No, we have to be the ones that's willing. And abandonment is a major issue because I didn't grow up in a 2-parent household. And back then, my dad was coming for me heavy when it came to my beliefs, what I believed in, what he believed in, and that was a constant battle within itself at that time when I was a child. So I know that a lot of things are formed in childhood, but you have to address those things. And I like Psalm 27. It lets me know to continue to dwell in God's presence, no matter who decide they don't like it, they don't like me, they don't like you, they don't like what you're trying to do, they don't like that you're trying to live according to God's will, his purpose for your life. It doesn't matter. He'll never leave nor forsake you. He said it in his word. It says, though my father and mother leave me, you'll take me up. God is always with us. And abandonment is a serious issue that must be addressed. And not just physically, spiritually. If you abandon your spirit, man, you'll become malnourished. And you'll become an easy target for the enemy because now you're vulnerable and you're open to any and everything. But when you abandon your flesh and die to your flesh daily, and let your spirit, man, get the nourishment that it needs, you're walking in the spirit, you'll conquer anything.